Welcome to World Updates Hub. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The deep blue waters of Subic Bay hold echoes of history, memories of American warships, and a bygone era when the world's attention was fixed on these shores. For decades, this harbor was more than just a port. It was a cornerstone of U.S. naval power in the Pacific, a symbol of American presence and influence in the region. Its closure in 1992 marked the end of an era, a turning point for both nations. But as history often shows, the tides of geopolitics are never still. What once faded can return in new form. Today, in 2025, Subic Bay is alive again, bustling with activity and reflecting a renewed U.S. Philippine alliance built on mutual respect and shared interests. The Indo-Pacific's calm has given way to new great power competition, driven by China's assertive rise and the shifting balance of power in the region. China's expansive claims in the South China Sea have heightened tensions, challenging international norms and the sovereignty of its neighbors. Confrontations between Chinese and Filipino vessels have become more frequent, forcing Manila and Washington to rethink their strategies and deepen their cooperation. The reopening of Subic Bay is a modern response, a partnership of equals, not a return to colonial arrangements, but a forward-looking alliance for a new era. The goal is joint operations, training, and building trust between forces that must work side by side in times of crisis. Rapid response is now essential, presence is paramount, and readiness is the new watchword. This move signals to the world that the challenges of the region require strong alliances, not unilateral action, and that unity is strength. Subic Bay's revival is a declaration. Freedom of the seas, respect for international law, and strong alliances remain essential for peace, stability, and the promise of a new dawn in the Indo-Pacific. Geography is destiny, especially in maritime power. The shape of coastlines, the depth of harbors, and the position of islands have always dictated the flow of history and the rise and fall of nations at sea. The Philippine archipelago forms a natural barrier between the Pacific and the South China Sea, sitting astride vital global sea lanes. Every year, trillions of dollars in trade pass through these waters, making control and access here a matter of global importance. Subic Bay is the jewel. Its deep, protected harbor can host the world's largest naval vessels. For decades, it has been a linchpin for regional security and a symbol of strategic advantage. Its proximity to flashpoints like Scarborough Shoal and the Spratlys makes it strategically invaluable. These contested waters are often the center of international tension and military maneuvering. From Subic, forces can reach contested areas in hours, not days. This rapid response capability can mean the difference between escalation and deterrence. The legacy infrastructure, runways, piers, and repair facilities, gives the U.S. and Philippines a head start. These assets, built over decades, are ready to support modern operations with minimal delay. They're revitalizing, not rebuilding, saving time and resources. This approach accelerates readiness and ensures that the base can quickly adapt to new challenges. Persistent presence is the most effective deterrent in today's gray zone conflicts. Regular patrols and visible activity send a clear message to potential adversaries. Subic Bay's geography is an unchangeable asset. Its natural features provide both protection and strategic reach, advantages that technology alone cannot replicate. The return to Subic is an admission. Forward bases still matter. In an era of shifting alliances and rising tensions, geography remains a constant. The ability to monitor and respond quickly from a secure base is invaluable. It enhances situational awareness and enables decisive action when it matters most. Subic Bay is once again being leveraged to its full potential. The renewed activity here signals a commitment to regional stability and cooperation. Geography, in the end, cannot be ignored. It shapes strategy, influences decisions, and ultimately determines who holds the advantage at sea. The South China Sea's calm surface hides deep geopolitical tension. China's sweeping 9-line claim overlaps with the exclusive economic zones of the Philippines and others, despite a 2016 tribunal ruling against it. Beijing's aggressive maritime presence has led to daily struggles for Filipino sovereignty. Fishermen harassed, Navy resupply missions blocked. China's strategy overwhelming presence, militarized artificial islands, and gray zone tactics. This pressure has pushed Manila to strengthen its alliance with Washington, realizing that deterrence requires both a modern military and a powerful ally. The shadow of Chinese coercion has illuminated the necessity of collective defense, making Subic Bay's reopening a strategic imperative. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, stands as the legal backbone of renewed U.S. Philippine military cooperation, marking a new era in the alliance between the two countries. Signed in 2014, EDCA allows a rotational U.S. military presence and significant facility upgrades on Philippine bases, respecting Philippine sovereignty while enabling greater flexibility and rapid response to regional challenges. Although implementation was initially slow, EDCA gained new urgency as Chinese aggression in the South China Sea increased, raising concerns about regional security and stability. In 2023, the Philippines expanded EDCA, adding 4 new sites, including strategically important locations near Subic Bay, a historic naval hub. The U.S. is now funding major upgrades, runways, storage facilities, barracks, and command centers, transforming these bases into modern, multi-purpose military hubs. Importantly, these remain Philippine bases, not American ones, and are used for joint training, pre-positioning of equipment, and rapid humanitarian or military response. EDCA's true power lies in interoperability. U.S. and Philippine forces train side by side, building trust and becoming a seamless, unified team ready for any contingency. Pre-positioned U.S. assets send a clear deterrent message to potential aggressors. The U.S. is present, prepared, and committed to defending its ally. EDCA transforms the Mutual Defense Treaty from a paper promise into a credible operational commitment, making defense cooperation real and actionable. The agreement acts as a shield against coercion, providing a foundation for a modern, resilient defense posture in the region. It's a flexible, forward-looking partnership designed to adapt to today's evolving threats and tomorrow's uncertainties. The alliance is now more tangible and visible than ever before, with real cooperation on the ground. Subic Bay, once a symbol of past alliances, is now at the heart of this transformation, representing a renewed commitment to regional peace and security. Subic Bay's revival and expanded EDCA sites are part of a broader U.S. Philippine alliance renewal. The annual Balikatan exercises have grown into massive, complex drills focused on maritime security and territorial defense. In 2025, joint live-fire exercises in the South China Sea sent a powerful message of resolve. Drills now include amphibious landings and precision strikes, rehearsing real-world scenarios. Year-round collaboration includes frequent U.S. naval visits, joint patrols, and military aid to modernize the Philippine forces. The alliance is expanding to include partners like Australia and Japan, forming a network to uphold freedom of navigation. This multilateral approach complicates Beijing's strategy, making any aggression risk a coalition response. The U.S.-Philippine partnership is now the central hub of Southeast Asia's security architecture. Subic Bay in 2025 is a modern hub for logistics, maintenance, and rapid response. Not a massive permanent base. U.S. and allied ships can refuel, rearm, and repair here, increasing their presence in contested waters. The adjacent airfield supports advanced patrol aircraft, providing constant surveillance over the South China Sea. Subic is a launchpad for expeditionary forces, enabling rapid deployment across the archipelago. Marines can establish temporary sensor sites and missile batteries, creating a resilient, distributed defense. Modern warfare demands secure communications. Subic's new facilities enable real-time data sharing and networked operations. The Bay is now a critical node in the information network underpinning military power. Subic's transformation is about agility, deterrence, and staying ahead of evolving threats. It's a linchpin for 21st century operations. Subic Bay's significance is rooted in its storied past. Once a Cold War bastion, it supported U.S. operations in Korea and Vietnam, symbolizing American commitment. Its closure in 1992 was seen as a sovereignty victory, but left a strategic vacuum. China's occupation of Mischief Reef soon after signaled new threats. Without a powerful ally, the Philippines became vulnerable to coercion. The erosion of maritime rights forced a national security rethink. Ironically, nationalism that ousted the U.S. now drives its return. Today's partnership is mature, two sovereign allies facing shared threats. Subic's history adds weight to this renewed commitment. The Bay's legacy now underpins a shared future. Subic Bay's military revival is tied to economic security. The South China Sea is a vital trade artery. Any disruption would be catastrophic globally. For the Philippines, it's about food security, energy resources, and livelihoods threatened by Chinese harassment. Securing these waters is essential for economic growth and sovereignty. Subic's revitalization brings local economic benefits, jobs, business, and a modernized ship repair industry. Security enables investment and prosperity. Deterrence reduces risk and encourages development. The U.S. presence is both shield and economic catalyst. Subic Bay is where security and prosperity converge. The U.S. Philippine alliance and Subic Bay's revival are pivotal for the Indo-Pacific's future. The contest is between a free, open order and China's hierarchical vision. The Philippines, by expanding U.S. access, is on the front line of this struggle. This move complicates Beijing's plans, especially regarding Taiwan. Other regional powers, Vietnam, Japan, Australia, are strengthening ties, forming a network to prevent domination by any single power. The alliance anchors this emerging security architecture. The future will be shaped by power and partnership, with risk and opportunity intertwined. Subic Bay's transformation is a bet on alliances and a rules-based order. Geography and shared resolve, not intimidation, will define the region. A crucial piece has been moved. The board is reset for a new era.